On this episode, the 88 team answers your questions. Hey everybody, what's up and welcome to the 88 Dental Marketing Show. This is the internet's only dental show where we're answering marketing's most important questions. That is what we're doing. My name is Joshua Scott. This is episode number 56. Here today, really kind of a different episode. I've been told it's way different. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Anyway, no, we're rolling. So it's way different. It's gonna be way different because I've got the team in town, kind of our annual meeting here. So different team members from out of state and different locations coming in to join us. And I thought what would be cool is take your questions, give it to them, let them answer them. You get a chance to meet the team. They get a chance to answer your questions. Everybody has a great time. And at the end, we're all happy. So that's what's going to happen here today. Before we get into it, just one quick item down below, the article for the month, Kanye for president. Check that out down below, but we're talking about when is edgy too edgy for a dental practice. And I know that last episode was about that. The article's been out this month, been getting good feedback on it. Would love to hear your thoughts. Any questions along those lines would be awesome. Leave them down in the show notes below. And yeah, let's get to some questions with the team. All right, I got Carl here with me. Carl's our writer, so if you ever see one of our websites and just the kind of personal touches there and the voice, that is this guy right here. Carl, thanks for being here. Recent question I got.
Okay.
So right out of a speech here a few weeks ago. I hate the way my website is written.
Okay.
Should I be writing it myself or should I hire somebody? What would you say?
Oh man. Well,
I mean, I know it's a plug for
yeah.
but I mean, you know, but I mean, your personal advice.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I'd say, don't you have enough to do already? I mean, seriously. No, I think it's really important to maybe get an outside voice, you know, to have someone come in and understand who you are and what your practice is about and all those sorts of things. And basically find your story and then write it, you know, create your story for you or almost like discover your story and then put that into words for you.
Yeah. Because once the story or the brand is there, then it's so much easier to write it.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're just kind of guessing and...
Yeah. And sometimes it's really hard. I don't know if you've tried this, writing about yourself. That's really, really difficult to do.
Really difficult.
So oftentimes, just a lot easier to have someone from the outside get kind of eyes and ears and discover your story and put it into words for you. Yeah,
no, that's a great point because I run into practices all the time where we even talk about like writing blog articles.
Yeah.
And I honestly don't know that I know of a dentist right now this year that I've run into that is writing their own stuff.
Well, sure. I mean, they already have enough to do.
Right, yeah. It's like, who wants to do that? And honestly, ghostwriting and somebody learning your voice, it's progressed and now it's such a good option that, yeah, that's how you should go. Dude, thanks so much for being here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, next up, I've got Caroline here. Caroline handles all of our social media. She's also one of our project managers and just overall handles lots of different things here. So she's been a huge part of our team. But Caroline, one question I get about Facebook in particular is you start posting really consistently. Like you get into like, hey, let's do Facebook. They post really consistently for a week or two, but then after that, it just becomes so inconsistent.
Yeah.
What are some tips you could give people?
Yeah, well, first off, the awesome thing about Facebook is no one's sitting there like refreshing your page, really stressed out that you haven't posted in a couple weeks.
Yeah, right.
So there's a little bit of flexibility. It is really awesome for building a following though, and maintaining that consistency is important. So my favorite feature is the schedule, a boost, or a post feature. So that's what I use. That way you can do your dentistry and you don't have to worry about Facebook. So whenever you have like just a few minutes, get your post together, you can get the text, the picture, and instead of hitting post, just do the little drop-down menu, and can do schedule. So like the date, the time. So if you want to do a blog post tomorrow, and then next week post a photo, that's a really awesome way to just get it all set up, and you don't have to worry about it for
So you could literally, like on Monday, just schedule every post for the week,
Yeah.
for that day of the week.
That week, or even 2 weeks in advance.
Or even like the entire month,
Yeah,
just all at once,
just
right?
like get it all out there. You don't have to worry about it.
Oh, that's amazing. One last thing. If somebody, what should they be posting on? Like, what are some ideas? Because I think that's the other part of it. It's like, we're good for 2 weeks, but then it's like we run out of ideas to post.
Right, yeah. I have a strategy called buckets. So there's just kind of a handful of ideas, so like educational, cultural, so that would be like behind the scenes, just any community involvement. Kind of try to pick a few of those if you're doing it like once a week, twice a week, just kind of like thinking ahead and getting a few posts ready and make sure that they're diverse so that you're not just like throwing out article about teeth every week or all behind the scenes. So you have like a mixture and you kind of become like the leader in the community for education, for behind the scenes, and you kind of build your brand that way.
Yeah, that's a great point. Good. Well, thank you so much.
No problem.
All right, Jeff Richardson here, the man behind our photography. Again, like when we launched into creating websites, what we needed was consistent, amazing photography that makes dentistry look beautiful. This guy right here has delivered it, so thanks for being on the show.
This is epic. I am on the show.
He is on the show.
Clarification, I make his job easy.
Yeah,
And
yes,
the rest of these people.
that is very true.
This feels so needed.
Yeah. One question I had recently was somebody did their own photo shoot, hired a photographer, hated the photos, and then asked me, how do I get good photos? Oh, what would you say to somebody like that?
Well, I think the first thing you have to do is stop and think about why did you hate the photos?
Okay.
Does that make sense a
Yeah.
little bit? So did they try to do them internally themselves without the skill set?
Okay.
Or did they hire someone? Do you know this?
I think they hired somebody, but they just
Okay.
wasn't as good as they thought they were
Okay,
gonna be.
because like more than likely what happened was when they hired them, someone hired them to take some pictures.
Yeah.
And so they probably got some nice, decent portraits or pictures themselves.
Yeah.
But essentially what happens when you guys are branding and creating a customer story, the images have to have feeling. And so
Yeah.
we have to create images that have, negative space, people working, whatever the practice is really good at or whatever they are known for.
Yeah.
We have to find that, show it,
Yeah.
make it look as good as or even better.
Yeah.
And then dive in and really get imagery that just says, oh, because here's the bottom line is, we have this shrinking span of like attention.
Yeah.
It just gets
Yeah.
smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
What my job has brought to light, which is so amazing, is if I get the right picture,
Yeah.
instantly.
Yeah. Connection.
They stop.
Yeah.
They stop and pause. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, yeah, love it.
Yeah, but something that you're good at too is because when you walk into a photo shoot in a dental practice, especially the team is kind of like what's gonna happen, and everybody freezes up.
That's a whole nother element.
But you're so good at getting them to relax and to capture that. How does that work?
That's the element of custom photography.
Okay.
So here, we're not dealing with paid models, paid actors.
Right.
This is a practice, and this client does whatever it is they're good at.
Yeah.
My job as a professional with 20-some years of experience is to walk in and first of all identify with you. What do
Yeah.
you do? How do you like? Let's just be real about this.
Okay.
Let's talk to you on a normal basis. I want to know everyone's beautiful. Everyone's pretty awesome at something. They've got a going practice. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So
Right.
let's jump in and just kind of on a one-to-one break down the barriers, communicate with them about something funny relative to what's going on in the situation, try to identify who they are, and then as that starts to happen, I build a little bit of rapport.
Yeah.
Then the photography almost comes subconscious.
Yeah,
Just kind
yeah.
of start working.
Yeah.
And then once I get them relaxed, then they start to build trust.
Yeah.
And then once you build trust, if you have to push a little further, you can then elevate the work to where it
Gotcha.
needs to be.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's almost a breakdown in and then back up.
Yeah, kind of getting them to do their thing, and
Yes.
then you almost capture like you're not even in the room. Get them interacting.
They
with
have to
patients
trust
and-
me. They have to be having fun. It has
Yeah.
to feel right, for lack of a better word.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, good.
It's cool.
Well, thanks, man. Hopefully that helps.
Pumped to be over here. This is amazing.
We got Jay Moore here. The man behind the camera is actually in front of the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What's up? How's it feel?
Wait, hold on. I actually need to check my framing. You want to just run over there real fast? Just
Sure.
see, how do I look on this?
How do you look?
Yeah.
That answers the question.
Is this good?
Yeah, I thought.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Sweet. Sounds great.
All right, so we look good in the camera. This is Jay Moore. How's it feel being in front of the camera?
Dude, it's actually not as bad as I thought it would be.
Oh, good. Well,
Yeah.
you haven't even started yet, so
Yeah, that's true. Ask me afterwards.
we'll wait. All right, so question that came up. A lot of practices out there interested in video, want to do video. How do they get started?
Well, I would definitely say I feel like avoid cell phone video as
Okay.
much as you can. I feel like there's no easy way without taking classes and getting a good camera and getting a good scenario to get professional video. Because really this is patients' first interaction with you as a company. And
Yeah.
you need to communicate everything you need to communicate visually as well as what you're saying and content-wise.
Yeah, good. Do you not think so? You know, we're obviously produce video on a website, patients interacting with it. What about like cell phone videos on social media? I mean, what do you think there?
I feel like if it's something where it's just like, hey, you know, we have this patient come in and they brought a birthday cake for Susie, then
Yeah.
totally grab the
Right.
cell phone. Like they're gonna know you're matching whatever a normal person would post on social media,
Yeah.
and they're just gonna pull out their cell phone and capture
Yeah.
something. So you don't need to take it to that
The
level.
real life behind the scenes.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Any projects that you've done this year that have stuck out to you and why?
Yeah, I mean, we just finished up a project called The Art of Dentistry, and it's really just it's taking a different approach. I think a lot of professional video companies will come in and they'll just do the templated approach.
Yeah.
You know, it's just tell us your services and all of these things. But really, every practice has a story, and so
Yeah.
this doctor in particular really liked the aesthetics and the art behind
Yeah.
what he did, and so we just wanted to create a video that kind of showed his vision and just kind of demonstrated, you know, like you can look at dentistry differently.
Yeah.
You can look at it as an art,
Yeah.
and let's help him showcase that.
Yeah. Well, that was this guy's idea too. So something he pitched to me before we went over there and made it happen, and it was cool.
Yeah,
Dude,
absolutely.
thanks.
Absolutely.
All right, good episode. Thanks so much for the team for their wisdom and input. Question of the episode: who did the best job answering the question? Let me know. Put that down below. I'd love to hear what you think. Guys, thanks so much for being a part. One last thing, Kanye for president. Check that out in the show notes down below. Would love to hear your thoughts on that article. Until next time, I'll see you on the next episode. What's up, man? Jeff's in the house.
I'm actually on the show. This is amazing.